Hi children. In the last class we have seen different sound produced by different animals. And we can identify some of the sounds because we are familiar with some of the sounds produced by them. And we know what is a sound produced by a cat, by a dog, by a cow. And we are familiar with the sound. And some of the messages can be rectified by us. We know how they produce sound, for what they are producing the sound. And but some of the sounds are not familiar. A sound is produced by dolphin. Dolphin can produce different sounds. And some of the sounds, through the sound, they are communicate with the other dolphins. So we cannot identify it. We don't understand the sound because we are not in touch with the that type of uh, animals. Okay, and we are familiar with some of the animals, and we know the animals that sound produced by them, but we are not in touch with the other animals, and we don't know the messages they pass from the other animals. Okay, and dolphin can produce different sound, and snakes can feel the sound. They can get the vibration from the ground, and they don't have any external ear, but they have some ear inside, so they can hear the sound. They can feel, they can hear. Birds can hear, all the animals can hear. Some of the animals are having ear outside, but some of them are having inside or internal ear. Okay, and they have very powerful sense of hearing and feel than ours. Okay, and we discuss about dolphin. They can produce different sound. Langur, they can langur is a kind of monkey. They can also produce different sound, and they can send messages to their friends or to the other animals when they hear the sound of earthquake or tsunami, some strong storms. The animals, these type of animals will get the idea than or faster than the other animals. So they will send some messages to the other animals. They will make some special sound to send message to the other animals. And birds can also send messages. They can send alarm calls to the other birds. Then snakes can also, then sloth. So these are different animals. They can produce different types of sound, but we are not in touch with the sounds, but we are familiar with the sound produced by our pets. At times we are also making some sound to communicate by clapping our hands together. That is a way of communication. We don't want to say the words. Without that, just by making sound, we can communicate. And by showing some signals, we can call others by showing the signal. No need to communicate. By showing the signals, we can communicate. So for the communication, and words are not necessary all the time. By making some sound, or by tapping, or by making some sound, we can communicate. So some of the animals, or almost all the animals, can communicate not with the words but with the actions or by making some special sounds. Okay, next we think about the what is the sleeping time of different animals, and with the help of a 24-hour clock we can show the what sleeping time of a animal. So, and what are you thinking about the sleeping time? All the animals sleep for hours. Some animals sleep for 2 hours, some 4 hours, and some 1 hour. And some of the animals sleep for 17 hours in a day. And some of the animals sleep for many months in a year. Like that, there is a special sleeping time for different animals. And with the help of a clock, this is a 24-hour clock. This shows 6 hours, this shows 12 hours, 18 hours, and 24 hours. So total time of this clock is 24 hours. And we can show the sleeping time of different animals by using the time clock or 24-hour clock. For example, cow's sleeping time is 2 hours. So we can mark this is 24, this is 6, this is 12, this is 18, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 12 lines. And a cow sleep for 4 hours. This is 2, this is 4. So we can mark like this. So in this way, we can show the sleeping time of any animal with the help of a 24-hour clock. And a python, 18 hours. This is the sleeping hours of a python. A giraffe, only 2 hours. A cat, 12 hours. Like this, we can show the sleeping time of any animal with the help of a 24-hour clock. Okay. Next, we think about how the wildlife is protected. What are the different animals in different parks? How many animals are protected in a park? And what is their condition now? So we think about that type of things. And national parks are the place where the wildlife is protected. The tigers, lions, elephants, deers, and some of the birds, all the wild creatures or wildlife is protected in a special place that is recognized by the government, and we call that place as national parks. And in India, we have 10 main national parks at different places. And we humans, we depends on animals and plants. We cannot survive without animals and plants. So we should preserve and protect them. Government has set up special act for protecting wildlife in the year 1972. According to this, we should not kill or harm any wild animal. Instead of that, we should protect them. We should help the wild animal to live safely. And people are killing them for their skin. Then elephants are killed for the tusk and horns. The number of wild animals in our country is keep on reducing. But according to this act, we should not kill them, we should protect them, we should love them, and we should save the life of wild animals. And for this purpose, some national parks are set up where all the wild animals are protected and we should not harm them. So if you are doing any harm towards them, and we will get proper punishment according to the act. Okay, so we should protect them, we should love them, and we should do something for them. And this is all about the national park. And after today's class, you should collect where are the different national parks situated, and collect information on these and make a report on different national parks in India. Okay, with this I conclude the class. Okay, see you in the next class. Okay, thank you everyone.